What colour's your Bugatti?
Andrew Tate, the most controversial man on the planet, a misogynist for some,
Bring some paper towels!
a philanthropist for the others, the face of the Christ for some, a rapist for the others.
That's how it goes. Slap, slap, grab, choke, shut up, sex.
Who is that man who pretends to be Morpheus? Andrew Tate was born on the 1st December 1986.
My baby boy. Andrew? Come here. Look at the camera, boy. Hey, Andrew. What you got for daddy? A leaf? Come here to daddy too, boy.
His father, a chess master, a CIA agent, a fluent Russian speaker, sometimes an extremist.
I was raised in a very particular manner, and the way I was raised is that if you fuck with authority, authority fucks you up.
The result? Two men on top of the world, forged under pressure, as the diamond is. At only 5 years old, Andrew Tate already competes against adults. He is just like Matilda, young and smart. Soon, he becomes a state champion. At only 5 years old.
From a young age, I played chess. I was actually the youngest ever state chess champion for Indiana. I was chess champion at the age of 5 in the under 12s. I was the youngest person to ever win it at the time. I don't know if it's been beaten since.
Andrew skipped 3 grades and reportedly got a perfect SAT score.
I thank the Lord above I had the father I had. So when I got moved up 3 grades in school, they moved me up because in the SATs it was like 400 questions and I got 2 wrong.
For me, it was just normal. They're like, yeah, you're a Tate. Oh, they moved me up 3 grades in school. Well, duh, you're a Tate. Of course. What the fuck else are they gonna do?
What makes a Tate a Tate? A genius IQ? 6'3", an iron will. This was a recipe for success. What else did they need? Each other.
What's this painting over here?
That's my brother.
Who else lives here? Is it just you?
No, I live here with my brother. I think you get the best version of yourself if you live with other competitive men.
Brotherhood.
So me and my brother were obviously extremely close. If you know either of us, you know that every single day we're together. We do not go anywhere without each other. We have one bank account. We work together, train together, live together. It's going to be that way for the rest of our lives. If my girlfriend said, choose between me and your brother, before she finished the sentence, I would slap that bitch so hard in her face, she would never even ask me again. I don't care if my brother fucks my girl. I don't care if he crashes my car. I don't care if he sets my house on fire. He is my brother. For life.
That is how the Tate brothers roll. However, every diamond was built under pressure. Soon, his parents divorced. His father stayed in America. The Tate brothers went to England with their mother. Andrew and Tristan are now alone in Luton, the city of vice, crimes and debauchery. No chess scene. How would Andrew and Tristan feel it? At 17 years old, they begin kickboxing.
At the Storm Gym, watching the world champion Andrew Tate train. If you're not the best in the world at anything, then you have no right to comment on this video. I wouldn't fight him.
Andrew and Tristan both refused to go to university.
So when they tried to make me go to university, I was like, no, what are you gonna teach me? You could choose any subject you want. I was like, okay, I want to choose the subject of how I make money and get my sucked and drive a Lamborghini. Well, you can study business studies. Business studies! My teacher for business studies looks like a fucking and he drives a Nissan Altima. So what the fuck does he know about business?
Tristan Tate had started flipping burgers. Andrew Tate had become a salesman.
So I broke the company record. In the first month, I landed 3 40 grand deals, 120 grand I brought in, 10% turnover.
Andrew soon started his own advertising company, T2 Television.
Now I'm having lunch with Dan, the number 2 in the company, and he's saying, I'm gonna go start my own TV company. I wanna make you a managing director. So I only worked for this company a month and a half before I quit and start my own TV company. I'm 20, I own 50% of a TV advertising agency. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? Fuck it.
He soon went bankrupt.
Turns out Dan is a massive cocaine addict. Dan just did shitloads of coke from the company bank account, just emptied the company bank account.
Suits after suits, Andrew and Tristan both lost every penny.
Court cases, everyone taking us to court. I was 20. When you're young, you're scared of things. There's bailiffs at the door. We've lost our office. I was literally sitting there. I couldn't sleep. I was panicking.
They were plunged in debt by court fines.
That was the closest I've ever come to feeling genuine depression in a very long time.
They had never been so poor.
Food used to be a big deal. So my brother and I, we've always lived together. And when we were broke, we invented a dish that was so bland, we called it flavor. It's the only way you could add flavor to the dish. So it had the name flavor. And it was white rice, frozen peas, kidney beans, trying to find the cheapest protein money can buy. If I was really rich, I'd have hot sauce. But that was like $2 or $3. Purely taste. I couldn't often afford that. So for a good 3-year period of my life, I lived on this.
Sometimes they would also collect KFC wings.
I was 21 years of age. Yesterday was my birthday. And me and Andrew, what did we eat on my birthday?
KFC.
Why did we eat KFC? Because when I was 21, me and Andrew used to have no food. I used to drive my broken Volkswagen Golf to the KFC restaurant, and I would sit and wait for people to sit outside, eat their meal, and leave the bucket on the table. And I used to go and take that bucket, and I used to collect 20, 30, 40 pieces of chicken that were perfectly fine left in the buckets, and I used to go home and I used to freeze that chicken. And me and Andrew would break it up, put it in our rice, and that was our meal. That's what sustained us for that hard year, that year we had when I was 21 and you were 22. That's how broke we were. I used to scavenge chicken from KFC because I thought, fuck it, I'm not dying.
This is around that time both went on 2 television shows. Tristan and Shipwrecked.
I'm Tristan, I'm from Bedfordshire, and I'm the ultimate game player.
Tristan lives and works with his brother.
I'm a professional kickboxer and a business owner. I like to get things done, I like to get things done properly. I have no time for people who like to faff around, mess around, and disobey the rules. When I grew up, I had a very strict father who was in the US military. The emphasis was very much on work and education, which is why today I prefer to work and then go out and get drunk and throw up in the streets like everybody else.
Andrew, an ultimate traveler.
21-year-old Anglo-American Andrew Tate is a straight-talking entrepreneur with his own advertising company in Luton.
I'm very mentally strong. If I want to achieve something, I will achieve it, because I've never been in a situation in my life so far in my 21 years where I really wanted something and didn't get it.
Tristan will be reminded for making the fire in less than 1 hour.
I can get it started. Fire!
It's less than an hour before Tristan's efforts pay off.
Being elected leader immediately. Ordering cooks around.
I think the reason that you've done nothing in the real world is the same reason you're leaving now. You're really lazy, you're incompetent, you can't handle a free holiday, which is why you're never going to have a job, you're never going to do anything difficult, and you're never going to get anywhere in life.
Get out of here! Get out of here!
Andrew was also a man with trauma.
I'm ready to kill. I don't do this for fun. This is not a sport to me. I don't enjoy it. I hate training. I hate fighting. This is war. I was born for this. I have no choice. I'm in there to kill. That's it. Pain. That's all I know.
What about your last fight tonight? What's going to happen?
I don't care. Put someone in front of me. Put someone in front of me. That's all I have to say.
However, he always believed he was the man.
I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I'm a genius.
A man who was not afraid of hard work.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
This is when his biggest argument occurred.
Andrew was saying, look, you got to get off night shifts so you can come and train at Storm Gym. I was like, nah, man, I'm making twice as much money. And Andrew said, no, you don't understand the importance of this training, the importance of being combat ready. And we had an argument. It was maybe 2 or 3 weeks where we had this severe disagreement, and I ended up turning off the night shifts and making less money going back on day shifts so I could then pay money to train.
This is how he became the kickboxing world champion, not just once, but 4 times over.
There's the right hand from Tate. There's the right hand again. Good shot there from Tate.
Tristan, he became kickboxing European champion 2 times over. Andrew's career took an end after a severe eye injury. Tristan's career took an end after a car accident. Some people speculate a woman was driving. Andrew could have continued, But he wanted more. He wanted to become rich.
Andrew turned around to me one day when I got home and he said, you know, bro, I'm just going to start selling for insulated conservatories. I'm going to get your job. We'll combine our money. We'll be on £3,000 a week. It's not bad. I looked at him in the eye. I said, Andrew, you can't do that. You can't accept that job. You can't come work for my company, because once you do, then that's who we're going to be. You've got to think of something better. You do your training, you do your fighting, you're exhausted all day. Take the time, spend the day thinking, researching, and find something better. I'm going to go and make the money. I'm going to make sure that our heads stay above water. And that's one of the most important decisions we ever made.
What on earth Andrew thought of? How did he become rich?
He realized that he had so many beautiful girlfriends. I think he got one of them a job on a Babe Station channel.
Yeah.
And she came home one day blabbering some nonsense. Yeah, some of these girls make money on webcam. Now, to me and Andrew, we assumed, who pays for webcams? I mean, porn is free. Who pays for webcams? That's got to be a dying industry, because me and Andrew aren't fucking cucks and we don't go on webcam. Andrew sat down, he worked it all out, and I came home from work one day, and what words did you say?
I said, something amazing has happened.
Something amazing has happened. And I said, yeah, what? He goes, I've made £350 today. So I was like, I've made 250. What the fuck's going on here? How did you make £350?
Andrew and Tristan always had beautiful girlfriends. 6'4", built like Hercules, genius IQ. They were an irresistible combination. That was it. Tate convoked 4 of his girlfriends, 2 left, 2 stayed. We found this accurate description of his business model.
With me at the top, you have the chicks below. This is one chick, but there can be many. And then you have the geeks. And what would happen is the geeks sent their money to the chick, and the chick gave her money to me. Because I'm the top of the motherfucking food chain.
They were in business. The clients, the sexless men. They were desperate for love and attention. It was a booming market. With 2 girls and a laptop, they already made £1,000 a day. Andrew and Tristan decided to move out and expand operations. His destination was Bucharest, Romania, the most Christian country in Europe. Andrew and Tristan now both were on a mission to recruit girls.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Tristan Tate. For the last 5 years, I've been traveling the world ever since my lottery win. But you know, on my travels, I've never seen anyone as beautiful as you. You are more beautiful than the sunset over the mouth of the Amazon River. And if you give me your number, I'll pick you up in my £1 million sports car, take you to my mansion, and show you just how beautiful I think you are.
At the height of their business, they managed over 75 models in their vast mansion. Cameras, defense dogs, security guards. Everything was calculated to the millimeter. The house I booked was located 15 minutes away from the nearest airport. Very convenient for the girls to come and go. The Tate brothers were being purely professional. We estimate this business model generated the Tate brothers around $8 million in total. The first car they bought was an Aston Martin, then a Lambo. They were rich, filthy rich. The Tate brothers were well aware of the singularity of their life. They started broadcasting it on YouTube, with the hateful Tates at first, then with the Tate Confidential.
A lot of people say girls love money, and that's not entirely true.
There was one thing kickboxing gave them: a network. They decided to use it to open over 15 casinos in a single year, to make all income now passive. They decided to shut down all webcam operation. They changed their logo from a sexy woman to a knight, the chameleon piece of the chessboard, reminding us of their skill in all realms of human endeavor. He created Tate's speech. His videos weren't vlogs, they were rants. A genius strategy to draw in attention. Why? To sell his courses. The PhD was one of his bestsellers. Pimping house degree.
Take Shinkai.net. The products on there, every single one of them is absolutely top quality. If you want more women, get the PhD course. My fitness program, I don't go to the gym. I stay in perfect condition with 30 minutes of exercise a day from home. The chess program, you need to understand why chess must be mastered. As for the t-shirts, mugs, everything else, there's nothing better than walking around with a Tate t-shirt on. Everyone knows you're not a bitch.
Andrew even created his own clothing line, the Grandmaster Clothing. Then came his first ban.
My most loyal fans, you guys out there who pay the most attention to the channel, will realize that my website was down today. And the reason for that is because my hosting was revoked, because I breached the terms and conditions for my PhD course.
Andrew Tate had been expelled from TateShinkai.net. His website moved to CoverTate.com. That is when he created the War Room, a $5,000 society that could be used for getting visas, exchanging trading information, and meet ultra-successful people. Andrew's business was booming. His casinos were generating passive income. His income was reinvested in bitcoins. So much so that he once made over $500,000 in a single day.
Pretty simple, really. When the whole crash happened because of the virus, everyone else was being a pussy. Oh, Bitcoin's going to zero. Bitcoin's crashed. Oh, my vagina. Ah, there's a Bitcoin in my vagina. When I was just a fucking superhero and bought a bunch of Bitcoin. I made $500,000 with 2 clicks. Buy, sell. Because I'm a G.
However, no one watched his videos.
The #1 YouTube channel in the world today, the person who makes the most money on YouTube last year is a 7-year-old kid who plays with toys, and he made $22 million in a year. And I sat there and thought, I've got 3,500 subs. So I'm a fucking YouTube loser.
Andrew produced his own music to prove someone wrong.
Talking to some brokey. I'm making my tracks, bro, mixtape, and he's just broke. And you're like, all right, G. Then I met him in November, and he gave me the same story about how he's just working on his music, keeping on his grind. I was like, gee, it's been a year. He's like, it ain't easy like you think. I said, I'll make a song in 48 hours. And he said, no, you won't. I said, yeah, I fucking will. So in 48 hours, I got that beat, wrote some fucking lyrics, talked some shit over it, and put it on YouTube just to prove a point.
He became a very famous and respected singer.
Try the new morning routine by Tate.
He also stood out for his support to Trump, as proven by this exclusive footage.
Start by having one of your favorite girlfriends fetch you a bottle of refreshing beverage. Smooth. Next, take a top-of-the-range Cuban cigar and cut it. And baptize that communist Cuban tobacco by lighting it with a sheet of grade-A American capitalist currency. Then it's time to do some weights. Because the bigger you are, the easier it is to crush your enemies and defend your conservative values.
They lacked only one thing: fame. They kept at sharing their lives in Tate Confidential and their rants in Tate Speech. Tristan was known to beat the Red Bull world record.
Have you been drinking Red Bulls while we've been away too?
Every fucking day. I'm the Red Bull god.
Red Bull consumed in 3 minutes. How many did he drink?
8
cans
in 3
in
minutes.
3 minutes.
Read the fucking rules. Tell me the rules. I'll set it up. I'll beat the record. 8 Red Bulls in 3 minutes. Hit it now.
Tristan also made a Twitter journal called The Player's Year. In that anonymous journal, Tristan proved the world he could sleep with hundreds of beautiful women every year.
I once ran a diary in 2020 when I used to be a playboy. Obviously, I've given that up. Every single day, a brand new post, a brand new woman in my bed. It was the best diary I think ever kept in world history.
While Andrew told people to walk around their house with a sword.
So I walk around my house with a sword. And I make threats, like old school threats, like one of the musketeers. I will run you through. I challenge men to duels. And they're like, oh, we can't duel, I don't have a sword. You're a full-grown man, you ain't got a sword. Let me give you an example. What happens to me? I come home. My 4 wives are sitting there. They've seen on the news there's a new deadly contagion. Andrew, you need to wear a new deadly contagion. I pick up my sword. I am the commander of this house. I decide if there's a contagion. I decide what I do. Be quiet. Cook. Shh.
And ranted on something new every day. Then, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. The Tate Brothers clips were cut, edited, and republished. They went super viral.
You watch another Tate video? Yes, button off. Good. Fish YouTube and social media with Andre Tate videos.
This is his most iconic takes.
Well, what color's your Bugatti?
Breathe air. You don't need a vape. Nothing is stopping me from becoming Batman.
Someone has to fucking flip the burgers, dumbass.
His journey soon came to an end. His clips were qualified as misogynistic, sexist, and dangerous.
What they are interested in is finding some lie that they can latch onto and accelerating that lie on as much as possible via their platforms to try and paint a negative picture of you because they don't like you.
His deliberately offensive takes made him a target.
I will pick you up with one hand by your titty, body slam your ass.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. He was cancelled.
Teachers' unions were coming out saying that young boys aren't listening in school anymore because they keep asking the teacher what color their Bugatti is.
Every journal then published an article about him. His reputation forever tarnished. However, something strange had happened. Andrew Tate had become the most Googled man on the planet, surpassing Putin, Biden, and Trump. He went onto the right-wing platform Rumble to continue delivering his message. He keyed out the slandering articles to get even more attention. On Rumble, he soon had even more subscribers than he ever had on YouTube, passing the 1 million subscribers bar.
All I am offering is the truth, nothing more.
Amongst the courses he promoted during his rant, what was the most popular? Hustlers University. 1.0, in which he explained himself how to make money. 2.0, in which verified millionaires taught the youth how to escape the matrix. Now, it was time to get into the real world. Andrew created his own bank, his own payment processor, and his own platform to teach young men how to escape the matrix. His wealth creation methods include copywriting, freelancing, dropshipping, stock trading, and crypto trading. Andrew went on a series of podcasts, his clips still republished by fans. His online presence was stronger than before. On Twitter, he soon was being reinstated by Elon Musk. Over a single month, he gained 5 million followers. The real world counted now nearly 200,000 students, all paying $50 per month. That was over $10 million per month. On an emergency meeting, Tate brothers announced big news. The Tate Center, Dubai, a place for the Tate and his disciples.
A Tate Center. What I'm going to do is, we now have 36 cars. It's out of control. So what I'm thinking of doing is flying all 36 cars here, buying a big warehouse, call it the Tate Center. We'll build a studio inside to do our emergency meetings in. People can come and watch our emergency meetings live. We'll have 36 supercars all around us, the Bugatti, the Ferraris. We'll buy a Koenigsegg or two, a Pagani, a Rimac. We'll buy all these supercars. We'll have shisha, we'll have cigars, we'll have coffee. Might have a tailor in the corner where you can put on a nice suit, learn how to dress like you. We'll be there, Tate merchandise. We're going to build this huge warehouse where people can hang out. Anyone who respects our vision and our message, when they come to Dubai, they can come hang out anytime. We'll go there now and again as well. We'll let people know when we're there. And it'll be a Tate Center where you can stand around and absorb the energy of endless masculinity, supercars and cigars, and we'll have beautiful women working there, and we'll smoke shisha and drink coffee, and we'll walk in and out in nice suits. We'll start the Bugatti and make a bunch of noise and rev, and it'll be the huge Tate Center. What do you think?
Is that chess room? You did the chess room.
Chess room.
Write that down.
Chess room. Write that down. I'll write that down on my genius mind because I never forget anything. Or a water slide. Pool parties.
Sparkling water slide.
Sparkling?
Aikido martial arts studio.
I just did Aikido before they even said that because I knew that's what we needed. Aikido and sparkling water pool. Write that down. Write that down. We're going to do that one.
There was only one thing missing from Andrew's life: his rants. He lost them with the ban of Tate speech. In the same week, he went on to attack Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Adultery destroys institutions. I've said this before. She's a Meghan. Is this going to get me a strike? Am I allowed to say this? Am I allowed to say Meghan's a Fuck it. Release it. Meghan, you are a promiscuous female. There you go. So you got around the band. Duh. What do you think, she married him because she likes ginger penis? You think she's been spending her whole life dreaming of a dick with ginger hair all around it?
Both on screen and on field. Then, he messed with the wrong guy. Greta Thunberg.
Greta, would you say you're a child actor?
I don't listen to children. You don't know a fucking thing. You're a child. On top of that, you're exceptionally unattractive. You'll never blossom. You're the flower that will never grow, Greta. So who gives a fuck what you think? Nobody. So fuck off back to Sweden.
He politely asked what her email address was to report his daily carbon emissions. Greta told him to send them at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. Her tweet made over 5 million likes, becoming the fourth tweet the most liked ever. Once again, Tate successfully made the headlines. He became more searched on Google than his past self. That was on the 27th December. Then, on the 28th December, at night, Andrew and Tristan Tate were being arrested. According to the authorities, 6 girls came forward, 2 accusing him of rape. Along with the Tate brothers, had been arrested Georgiana and Luana. His first official words were,
"The Matrix has attacked me."
2 of the victims came forward. They had been added to the case file against their will. The prosecution of Romania had itself picked the victims. The Romanian authorities answered the victims had been, quote-unquote, brainwashed. Then, more than $10 million of assets seized by the Romanian authorities. Over 15 supercars, over 15 watches, millions of dollars seized on frozen bank accounts and in cryptocurrencies wallets. Today, the Romanian authorities still are silent. The last we saw of them, Tristan had an undeniable smile. Their legacy, thousands of men saved.
Andrew Tate is hot, black, and strong. He comes from nothing. For that, I have immense respect.
Andrew Tate, the off chance you're listening to this, I thank you. You saved my life.
I think you changed my life.
Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate changed my life.
Because of everything Andrew said, I quit smoking cigarettes. Also been back to the gym almost every day. I haven't been depressed anymore. I don't feel confused anymore, and it really did help me, and I feel like Andrew Tate did save my life.
Let's face it, he's not a misogynist. He is a fucking hero.
A man emailed me saying that he was going to kill himself. I get about 10,000 emails a week. I don't answer all of them, but I answer some of them. This guy, his email was so short that I believed it. Subject was, "I'm going to kill myself." And the thing is, I know you won't reply. I'm going to kill myself. I don't know what to do. That was it. And I sat there and said, "Listen, my friend, I get a lot of emails. I don't know how serious you are. I want you to make me a promise. I'm going to guess that you're not in the best physical condition you could be in. I want you to make me a promise that you're going to get a six-pack first and send me a picture of you with a six-pack. If you still feel like killing yourself after that, I don't know you. I can't tell you what to do. But I want you to get a six-pack first." Email me back. We started going back and forth, etc., etc. I convinced him to get the gym. I said, "Get a six-pack, see how you feel. If you still feel like killing yourself, then I'm not telling you to kill yourself. I'm telling you that's what I would recommend." Started training. By the time he started sending me physique updates of him in a better condition, he started sending me huge emails of apology and thank you, saying, "You saved my life. I can't believe I was thinking of killing myself. You can't believe." He changed.
Harding crowds. Hope. Mandela, Mike Tyson, Gandhi, Luther King, Presley, Marco Polo, David Bowie, Al Capone, Socrates, Jesus, Napoleon. All grandest men on earth once went to prison.
Hey buddy, why don't you be a G and let me out of here?
At barely 35 years old, he already is one of the most powerful people on earth. He is a conqueror. One question remains. What is next?